Hey everybody, this is JTrain997, and I'm back with my not quite midnight thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises.
Somebody forgot.
This is Sunday, obviously Thursday.
Hey,
the movie came out.
Hey Jared, look at this. Alright, if you look at it from where I'm sitting, you should have dressed the light up as a bat symbol right there. That would have made this video so much more badass.
Thank you for your 2 cents. As I was saying,
why you asked me to do this?
I'm really beginning to question it. Anyways, I forgot my camera. And I actually am almost glad I forgot my camera, because I loved that movie walking out of it, as did everyone. And then, like, all these reviews came out, and they are, like, just trashing this movie. And, you know, a majority of them said, like, oh, well, the finale is good, and etc., that bullshit. You know, they're basically saying it's fun to watch, but there are logical flaws. And there are. There are a few flaws in the movie that if you, like, really nitpick into, don't make a lot of sense. Spoilers beyond this point, so if you haven't seen it, turn it off. Personally, I still like it. Like, this is the second time seeing it. This time I was looking for the flaws, and there are a few that are inexcusable. Mainly the whole back injury fix thing. Yeah, because the first time I saw him, like when he falls to the rope, it's like, crack, I'm like, well, you're never walking again. Alright, just hang here while I beat you with this stick until you're better. What other? It's like, you wonder how Bane got fixed when they had that guy working on people. A morphine addict. What the hell? Well, we're just going to pray for you to get better while this man beats you with a stick. If you're not better in 3 months, then we will revisit the issue. But what? I don't think I'll be better. No, you'll be dead. And then you won't be a problem. Yeah, speaking of very bad accents that sound like they belong in a Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon, what did you think of Bane's voice? I like his voice. I do too. I really do. He did a really good job. Like, cause he had to. I mean, he had to pick a voice he could yell with, because he had to yell like at the stadium and when he's breaking them out of the prison and stuff, and he had to get pretty high pitched. So Bane's voice, everyone. I think he did pretty good with it. Yeah, you never heard Heath Ledger raise his voice as the Joker. You know? Yeah. You know, he had to laugh. But I mean, that's the thing I have to... Through the mask, there are issues a few times with understanding him. Like, and he has, like, strange pronunciations of certain words. But that makes his character, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying, like, I have heard people complain that there is a legitimate problem hearing him sometimes, and I can get that. Like, I mean, it's not like you don't understand him, like, when it's super important. Yeah, there were a few times where I really couldn't. Turn on the subtitles. Like, when he first walks out into that stadium, and he says, like, Gotham, take control, he's like, boom, take control of your city. Like, Charles, when we saw it, said it sounded like, Sean Connery impression behind a muffled mask.
Really that's what he reminds me of.
It's too late, Batman. The damage is done. Get Goldfinger. But, we actually, we did that, like, during the fight where he gets his back broken. We're, like, doing Highlander jokes the entire time, like it was Sean Connery and Kurgan. There can be only one. Like, you wasted your time, Cracker. I love how he, I just love how he always tells everybody what he's about to do, and then he does it, and they can't do anything about it. It's like he says, I'm going to show you my plan, and then I'm going to break you. And then he does. The one big, and this is back to the logical flaw things, where did Bane get Gordon's letter? Remember when he, I might have missed this. Yeah, when Gordon goes into the sewer after everybody and he gets captured, and he says, search. He takes it off of him, that's right. That's my bad. Gordon rolls into the sewer and that guy's like, he got away. He's dead though. He's like, show me the body. He went down the sewer. Whoa, we'll go after him. Shoots and kicks him in. They just stumble past the Lizard and Spider-Man in the fight from the other room. Wrong theater, genius. Shit. Spider sense my ass. I really did enjoy Bane in this movie. Now, you know, there are things like the whole reveal of the secret origin of Talia, which we've already said spoilers. If you're still watching this, shame on you. You know, you really got to question, like, well, then what is Bane's origin? Because the origin they give you is Bane's origin, you know, born underground in a prison. And he even says that at one point. So you're like, okay, so is it just kind of like it works for both, and that it just wasn't, you know, Raz's son, or... I mean, he wasn't. It was Talia, but it's like, well, then how the hell did he get down there? It was almost like after a certain point in the movie, they just want you to play Bane off as just a puppet for Talia and not really give him that much thought.
But I mean, he's a really cool character, so I really wish they would have kind of given him like his death is just so, bam, he's dead.
I did want more of, like, I mean, we get the final fight, we get Batman beating Bane, but, you know, I didn't want Bane to go out like that.
Yeah, like a bitch.
You know, and that's another big complaint, you see, Catwoman is almost pointless in this movie. Like, I like her, I think, what's her name, Anne Hathaway?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think she does a fantastic Catwoman. Lack of a mask, I'm still not... You know, it's the sunglasses on top that make it look like the ears that she folds down just randomly throughout the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like
she
Catwoman.
really doesn't do much.
It could be like Catwoman before she really becomes Cat. It's Christopher Nolan. Oh, God.
You know, he said, like, straight up he wouldn't do Catwoman.
Really?
Yeah.
So
it was also supposed to be the Riddler in this movie, and apparently Christopher Nolan just didn't want to watch.
Thank you.
They said there are parts of this movie that are still, like, legit the movie they would have made with Riddler, and I'm like, well, what the hell kind of a Riddler were you doing? Because I don't see the Riddler as this, like, mastermind. Well, I mean, he's a mastermind, but not like a freedom fighter.
I should have kept Jim Carrey. Brought him.
It was going to be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my God.
And Christopher Nolan didn't want to write riddles, so.
Damn. I guess he got enough shit out of the Joker, so. I mean, that was weird. I love it, but the one thing I don't like is I know they're trying to be respectful for Heath Ledger, but I mean,
not a mention of the Joker.
The Joker's name never came up in the movie at all. It's like Harvey Dent is talked about so much, but they never mentioned. He never happened. That whole everything he did, non-existent. Even though Bane does pretty much the exact same thing the Joker was doing. He's brand new to the police force, you know.
You know, and I talked to Eric, who you guys don't know, but he's big on YouTube like I am, and he said like he's like, you know, in the Dark Knight, he goes, the Joker, Batman basically proves to the Joker, you know, these people, even the criminals, aren't as evil as you think they are. Then in this movie, the chance comes up to Ryan, these fuckers turn on each other like rabid dogs.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, who isn't going to riot if there's general chaos in the street? That's just good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah.
And then the midnight premiere, which I didn't get to share with everyone, in that scene where the bellhop's dragging people out, this one guy just stands up and goes, "That's right!" and tosses his popcorn into the air.
That was that movie was good, but
that is one general complaint I agree with. Though the whole, like, there is a big theme through the first almost to the end of this movie, and then they just drop it, is the rich versus the poor almost.
Yeah.
And they really don't have any kind of resolution to that. Like, I agree with that complaint.
Well, I mean, because that was never really the point. The point was
it wasn't, but
that was just like a distraction to get everybody disoriented.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a driving theme. Like, they're going somewhere with it. Like, Christopher Nolan, like, keeps putting it in your face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it didn't take away from my enjoyment of the movie.
Batman.
You know, people were also... I tore reviews apart trying to figure out why the hell people didn't like this movie, because I love it a lot. I might actually go on record saying I think I love this more than The Dark Knight, you know. Time will tell. It's like I say, you never can judge a movie when you see it at the theaters. Cause
what Dark Knight? That shit never happened, remember?
Yeah. A little more of an impact, but...
Yeah. This one was, it was good. It's just, I feel like kind of like on them trying to keep the Joker out, they kind of repeated some of their own themes. So
the Joker, I really don't get that. They're like, oh, it's out of respect. And I'm like, Heath Ledger, you know, is known for that part at this time. You know, you say Heath Ledger, people go, oh, you mean the Joker. Mm-hmm. That is the part he is going to be remembered for.
Kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of like. I'm like, you know, I don't think you're going to hurt his family's feelings if you say, you know, mention the Joker, name drop him, show a picture, because, you know, they sure as hell didn't have a problem showing Aaron Eckhart, and he didn't get near as much screen time as Two-Face.
No screen time.
Almost half the screen time. Bad Batman jokes.
God.
So, and yeah, don't let that fucker in Colorado discourage you from going to see this, because I heard there's, like, you told me there were, like, bombing tickets, so, like, this is still making money, but... There's
a lot of people that cancel their premieres. People don't want to go see the movies. They feel like it's in support of that guy killing everybody.
Oh, I'm sure they're afraid, and it's supposedly out of respect for those families, but, you know, God be with those families, but don't let that discourage you from seeing a movie. There's just fucked up people in the world.
Remember the theme of The Dark Knight. We don't give in to the demands of terrorists.
But that's another thing. You know, in The Dark Knight, Alfred's like, oh, you've got to endure. You've got to be Batman. This movie, he's like, quit! What the hell is wrong with you? You're old!
It is a big, you know, transition from the way he is in The Dark Knight and the way he is in this movie. Because his body is beat up, he's older.
Walking with a cane, gets the robo knee, which speaking of robo knee, I'm going to put this on camera. Sporting the robo knee. Because he fell out of a tree.
Yeah, that's not a costume, that's real. $30,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Medical bills. Kids watch this and they've yet to be crushed by the cruel injustices of life. You will be.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, Wes, you're almost of age. Has life crushed you yet? Yeah, you'll get there.
I know I can. Oh yeah, and just for the record, if that new guy wants to become Batman, he can, because Batman seriously left no major villains for him to contend with, except maybe the Riddler.
Scarecrow. Scarecrow's still out there, like Batman can't keep him in prison. I love that cameo, but Batman cannot keep the fucking Scarecrow in prison.
It's almost like they made the Scarecrow what the Joker should have been.
You know, I really didn't see the Joseph Gordon-Levitt thing coming, and I stand by him. I don't like that his name is Robin. Yeah. I would have much rather his name been like Dick Grayson or something. Because like that way, it's like, if you read the comics, then you know Dick Grayson is Robin. Here it's like you're spoon-feeding to the audience, like, aha! He's next Batman, he's a sidekick.
Yeah. I was reading online, the reason they didn't want to make his name anything like that is because people would just know right off the bat who he was. No one was trying to throw a curveball.
The comic fans, well, yeah, but I mean, they could have said, like, well, I changed it when I went to the orphanage or some bullshit. Because he doesn't have Robin's origin.
Yeah, that would have been better. Like, instead of calling him Robin, yeah, I see what you're saying. Just say, you should go by your legal name, Dick Grayson, instead of John Blake.
You know, it still was a really nice surprise. Like, on the midnight, that got a cheer when it came up. And here, you know, tonight the reactions weren't very strong, but they were there.
It's not the midnight crowd. They don't know what they're doing. Explosions, blowing up, death.
Some of the best reactions ever are at midnight showings when they're packed full of nerds.
Like, I'll never forget when we went to the Dark Knight and Batman flips the 18-wheeler, hits the wall, spins around.
It does like,
and everybody's like, yeah!
That, and right after when you pull the mask off and you realize Gordon's still alive, you're like, yeah!
He didn't get that out of this movie.
Yeah, we had a few. Like when you broke Batman's bat, there was this big thing. I was like, oh, like through the theater. That like he's like, there's a vertebrae sticking out of your back. Bam! Oh God! It's like, oh, there's gonna be a surgery. $30,000.
Damn it! 8 months of physical recovery. Did you see that?
It only took him like 3. And he felt like he directly injured himself after.
He's a Batman. That's bullshit. He's still a guy. I don't care.
Yeah, he's a guy who's the Batman.
Oh shit. It was a good movie though. I give it a 10 out of 10. Perfect way to end the trilogy.
10 out of 10, I don't know. And this goes back when I give numerical scores. I don't really believe in perfection. I loved it. I do. And I don't know how time will go, but right now I think I like it better than The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And I'd go a solid 8.5 out of 10, if not a 9. And the only reason there's that discrepancy of half a point is because I am, you know, it's eating me away that there are those few little logical issues that are kind of in the movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
And yeah, Eric's gonna do a big whole thing where he like destroys the movie. And the best advice I got is from Mini Koch, also a YouTube guy you people have never heard of because you're not big on, you're not an interweb celebrity, which is it's as pointless as it sounds. I signed an autograph at HeroCon one time and it made my day. It made my life. I signed an autograph.
Do not watch Tosh O. He will destroy you. You interweb.
Anyways, great movie. Go see it. There's a few problems, but I still love it.
And I never and us saying that we liked it better than The Dark Knight is something we probably never thought we would say.
Yeah.
About anything, ever. I built a bat suit for that movie.
You did build a bat suit for that movie.
Damn right I did.
You know, Chris McGill had a whole like fucking get up for this movie.
Nobody cares about him.
I mean, not Chris McGill, Reese. Yeah.
Same guy. Same.
Now we're talking about people you don't know.
No, but if you did, it would make you really depressed.
If you managed to find this, Chris, we're sorry.
We are.
Bye, everybody.